On today's episode of WatchJRGo, I spend $70,000 or $76,000 and maybe go bankrupt? What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and today we are here in the warehouse in the detail bay with my brand new doors. Those are so much better than the old doors, and the thresholds are all sealed in. It's put together correctly. That ugly old door frame, it's so much better. It's so much better. And we're walking through the detail bay here, and as you can see, right, where is it at? Right there?
There's one there.
I saw it drip a second ago.
Yeah.
This place has been leaking for a long time, and it leaks. Oh, did you find some more? Oh yeah, that leak. Man, it's not even raining that much.
I know, there's hardly any rain.
Anyway,
Sitting.
this building has been leaking and leaking since I bought it. Right here, there's one of the serious leaks. Luckily, we knew it was about 3 feet behind the truss up there, so that is good. And it also leaks really hard right here. You can see the water stains on the floor from where I just cleaned it. And oh, look, it's dripping right there. And that'll turn into a big puddle. And the corners, every corner in the main shop leaks. And it's just been a thing, a long-standing thing, where if it's a really rainy day, I just don't even bother coming over here to shoot. So today, I spent $70,000 to re-roof the building. And you're like, well, how'd you do that? Easy. We refinanced the building for another $100,000. And this morning, 2 semis showed up and unloaded all of that insanity right there. This is a TPO roof, and today I'm going to show you guys what a TPO roof is. The roofing guys showed up this morning, did a ton of work, and now let's run up there and just kind of see where they're at. This is my gated ladder up to the roof of the building. We've been up here, well, in the very first video, basically. You like my professional OSHA climbing? Been doing it for years. Just go fast, don't miss. Now these guys rolled out when the rain started hitting pretty hard earlier. It's not much rain, but it was enough, so they got out of here. You can see they've already installed all this fall protection stuff just this morning. Let's come over here. And first, it kind of looks like they already started on this. I don't know what they're doing, but they're supposed to be ripping all these out. So the skylights are all going away. We're getting fresh metal put over all of those. And then we're doing a TPO roof, which means they're gonna take big foam strips, and those foam strips lay in the channels here, and that'll level the whole thing out. So every single one of these gets its own foam strip, and then they come over that with giant foam panels. That's what's sitting right there, those huge like 4x8 sheets. They'll fork all of those up here, and then they'll lay the 4x8 sheets over, and they take these screws that are like 6-8 inches long, and they shoot those all the way down into the purlin structure of the roof, and you've got a big, like a really high R value roof. And then they're gonna come up here with all those rolls. They'll roll the rolls out, vinyl wrap the entire roof with that big thick white vinyl. You guys probably know what it is. It's like a urethane. I mean, it's super thick stuff. And then they're gonna seam weld all that, and the roof will never leak again. It's warrantied out like over 15 years. I think the install is like 5 or 10 years. I mean, it's a massive deal that should keep this place from ever having another problem. And it does cost a lot of money, but I don't think I'll ever have to touch the roof until I'm done with the building. After that, you can see my guttering is in just disarray. So they're gonna rip all the guttering off the whole building. So let's run across the roof and see what the front guttering looks like. We'll need these flags. Every time it rains, water just pours out of that where that guttering's broke. It's broke there, it's broke all over the place. So when they said the roof would include replacing all of the guttering, I was like, whew, let's make it happen. That's gotta happen. All the protrusions in my roof, these are my heater vents. They leak like crazy in every rainstorm. And you can see people have tried to seal it, but it's poorly flashed, and it's just an absolute joke of a sealant job right there. Those 3 protrusions get fixed correctly, and that's gonna be really cool, even though they might get capped off as we move to high efficiency units on the building, because I gotta have air conditioning, let's be honest. And this, my flagpole, unfortunately there's no way to get a flag on it really. You have to put a ladder on the pole and then like climb up there. Seems sketchy. I mean, I'm not scared of heights, but it seems a bit sketchy to put an extension ladder on a pole and then just climb straight up it, because if it falls, you're just falling like 40 feet. It's a big fall. And there was no rope in the first place. I wanted to put a rope up there, but we don't have a 40-foot scissor lift over here to make it happen. So I told them to cut it off. The flagpole's got to go. I'll probably put a new one in the yard where it belongs. Also, there's a terrible resonance from this flagpole inside, the way they mounted it to the red iron. When this thing starts waving in the wind, it'll like start vibrating, and inside the shop when I'm making videos for you guys, it's like, it's terrible. I mean, I have to stop shooting whenever the wind picks up. So after this week, they said a week and a half, this will all be done. I can shoot inside almost all the time. Air conditioning's next. I'm ready for the air conditioning. I mean, this roof's old. It's 21 years old at this point, maybe 22. You can see all of the sealant just cracking, and people have tried to reseal it, and it just wasn't great. So this is a huge job, and then unfortunately, there's a few, not a lot. This one has been like slightly resealed, but my other building, it needs resealed too. That's gonna be a lot of money. I think I'm actually gonna reseal that with sealant instead of doing this. Mahaney Roofing is doing all of this. They actually did, if you look right there, that giant building I'm pointing at, just over in the corner, that's BG Products. That's where BG makes all of their equipment. Really good guys, and they're the ones that told me to call Mahaney. Mahaney just did their roof, and it's incredible over there. Plus, I mean, just the R value that this roof adds is so much higher than the bats that were in here. The bats stay too, so it should make the roof almost like R20. That's kind of what we're going for, which would be sick. That'll let me air condition this place, keep the costs down all year. We are above the detail bay right now, and this side of the roof, when they put it on, this was an expansion to the building. They didn't run seam screws down where all the sheets mate together. And that side only really leaks in the corners. Even the skylights, they don't leak over there. But this side, it leaks in a lot of places. And there were some spots where I could even see light up through the holes and stuff like that. So I came up here and I tried to find every hole I could and put a screw back in it. It still kind of leaks everywhere. So we weren't saving anything. And these skylights are super discolored. Those ones are less discolored. Anyway, I was like, delete all those. So those have to go. They always just create leaks, and of course hail can break them. But the way this roof was put together over here, not nearly as good. And we quickly found out it causes problems. So when it's done, no more problems. Also, the guttering was gone right here, and we're getting new guttering. Like I said, they were putting on all new guttering, so I'm pretty pumped about that. That will fix another problem, and cutting off that sheet where that old chimney was for that wood burning fireplace. Next up, as soon as this building's done, I want to own those storage units so I can get that real recurring revenue. I mean, why not? I'm sitting right here, easy to babysit. If you don't like heights, don't look. Let's get back down and go do some more stuff to the building. And now we are back inside the shop with the aerial Adam. It is soaking wet in here. These bare floors are always so wet when it's this humid outside. I mean, the humidity says it's 84%, which is nasty. And it looks like we just washed the floors. That's what it always looks like in here. And now we're gonna solve a lot of that problem. The floor guy is on his way. JR is coming over right now. We're gonna do this job together. This is gonna be a teamwork thing because he gave me a crazy deal. He said $11,500, we could do the entire thing. The entire shop with a dual layer epoxy primer with a urethane top coat. We're going light gray. It's gonna match the Car Ninja shop. And can you guys imagine how good this place is gonna look with a floor? Woo! So here, I've got $6,000 cash. I'm gonna hand him in a second, and he's gonna go buy all the material. We're gonna go all the way past the lifts just a little bit with a material that's like a clear grit to provide traction over there in case there's antifreeze or oil on the ground. And then the rest of this will be just a super nice light gray, very smooth. The whole place, $12,000 basically. What an insane deal. So that's why I have to pay $76,000 a day, because $6,000 goes to him. So Scott and I are going to grab these bottles. There's my new oxygen and acetylene bottles that are full. Roll those in the shop because we ran out of acetylene recently, and that should be enough for us to get this whole thing finished. That acetylene lasted forever.
It did, yeah.
So I need to paint the car. I want it to look super baller too. Thinking black with WatchJRGo decals on both sides. Anyway, this is one very big cutting torch cart. All right, there you have it. Cutting torch, ready to go. Put the regulator on it. If you guys have never used a cutting torch before or set one up, if you have this notch through the fitting like that, that means it's reverse thread. So it looks like I'm loosening it, technically tightening it. So there you go. And then you don't need to bury this either. I'll actually just take a crescent wrench and give it like one little bump, and that'll be perfectly tight for as long as we need to use it. I might have turned it just a little bit more. There, took all the stress off the hose. These bottles have been getting rained on in the building. While they're up there working on the roof, we're gonna try to get the decals on this bike real quick. So I've got some alcohol and water. We're gonna spray all this down, and man, that stuff sure runs right off. And put on all the factory decals to make this thing look very, very complete. Hey, these are Duke 690 graphics. That is what I wanted to see, but they still won't come out of this package. Anyway, wow. They have like a color change to them too. That is super cool. These are from the 2016 Duke. I think this is a 14, so these are the upgraded graphics, which is exactly what I wanted. Also, they were $99, so not bad. $99 more to make this thing look original. Pretty pumped about that. I was definitely planning on going fully aftermarket with the decals and doing something cool with WatchJRGo logos in it, but they were like the same quality of decals the factory ones were $200 from the aftermarket guys, and these ones were, like I said, $99, and they're just insanely thick. They won't get torn up like the cheap aftermarket ones. You want the like super high mil decals. Hey, you got a squeegee? Yeah. Squeegee man! I'm up just straight up applying my rap skills.
Well, I mean, you got to.
Ah. Oof. That looks so good.
That's awesome.
Why? Why does this make all the difference in the world?
Yeah, I like that.
Same. Same, bro. Wow, what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below if I should have left Magic Black or done this. I'm going with this because I think it's worth a lot more money than just paint. What do you guys think about that? I know the squeegee left marks all over it, even with the felt on it, but it'll come out in the sun, I'm sure. That 2016 Duke 690, we upgraded. This thing went up 2 years.
I know. Just
apparently it only cost $99 to upgrade your bike by 2 years.
who would have thunk?
Who would have thunk? And then I'll probably get a one of those grips, a tank grip.
Yeah.
Put that on there, and that'll fix up the rest of that.
Oh, yeah.
All the decals are on the bike now. I didn't really like, this one's supposed to go on the tank. I didn't really like that. I think that looks a lot cooler. And that's it. One mirror on. I don't know if I'm gonna do the second mirror. When I do CRGs, I only run one mirror. I really don't love the look of both. I know the symmetry would be cool, but at the same time, it meets all the legal requirements and it looks pretty good like that. Lunchtime. Dumpster showing up. These guys are putting in work. The roofing guys were knocking it out of the park. They were getting ready to pull the skylights out and it just started pouring rain. So that's annoying. Now they're all hiding inside over there. Oh wow, this is only supposed to last like 30 or 40 minutes. Hopefully it's done after that and there's no more rain for the rest of the week so they can get this done. I had to take the mirror back apart and reinstall it one more time because it tried to spin after I took it for a test ride. But now we've got really solid mirrors and this thing's ready to go away. I really hope this doesn't last long. And we're all super excited for the videos after this roof goes on. It should be like half the volume in here while it's raining, letting us work all the time. During the big rains, I can't shoot any videos at all. So hopefully this solves all of our problems. Ceramic coat in the boat. I like it, I like it. Scott's over here polishing the other side. And Mother Nature switched to mega rain. I have a feeling they're gonna quit for the day on the roof because this is a lot of rain. If it stays like this for an hour and a half, they're in trouble. So there you have it, a massive update on the building, making the greatest place for content creation on the planet. That's what we're going for here. And the balcony, we might make some serious progress on the balcony tonight, but it's gonna be late. So That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop, WatchJRGo.com, where you get cool shirts, not like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I'll talk to you next time. There's totally a leak right there.
It's a decent one.
Only for a couple more days.
Yes, sir.
Can't say enough good things about the factory graphics kit and this like color changing thing. Well, there's the update for the day. It sure is windy up here, but they got all the fall protection up. And there's my new metal to delete the skylights. They're gonna have all that done tomorrow. Sweet. Hey, you wanna come up?
Nah, I'm good. I like the grab.